Hi friends, welcome to the Home's Heart. Today it is February 11th and I am starting seeds. I am a few weeks behind. You guys hear the rooster? Because I live in North Central Florida. And I'm laughing because I was waiting for him to stop crowing before I turned the camera on, and he has just continued to crow. I live in North Central Florida, and my last frost date is March 9th. And I've been planning. This is my first year gardening. This month actually completes my first year, and I'm winging it. So I moved in June to 4 hours north of where I used to live. And so I have a new frost date. I'm relearning all the things. So today we're starting some seeds. I am a few weeks behind. I was supposed to start seeds about 8 weeks ago. But we'll start some seeds and see what happens. So I have been very successful growing lettuce. This is a salad bowl mix from M.I. Gardener in these containers. Let me show you. Right here. You see my fennel growing here. I was growing herbs and lettuce in here very successfully. It gets very hot here in the summer, and lettuce bolts very easily. But I have found if I kept it on my porch and not in direct sun, in these containers, I can grow it all summer without it bolting. And I just cut and come again, you know. So I'm going to sow these here. Now, let's see. Like this, I harvest them. I harvest them when they're really young. I'm gonna say hi, Asher.
Hi. Mommy.
Yes.
Can you check on the calendar? So we can see if the rabbit's coming.
The rabbit's coming February 25th.
I'm gonna look on the calendar.
Okay, I'll show you after I'm done. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There's something on our property.
So.
There's something on our property.
What?
Oh man, it's like a white dog.
What?
Yes.
Where? What do you mean a white dog? Doesn't look like it. Looks like a white dog.
Maybe like a wild dog.
Baby, look over here.
I just saw
Look.
it. I spotted
Is that a coyote or a dog? Can you?
It looks like a cat.
I want to
A
get close.
cat.
Yeah, it's moving like a cat. It's a cat. Come on, it's moving like a cat.
Yeah, let's go.
I can't see that far. It's a huge cat if it looks that big from here.
Yeah, it's a cat. It's a cat. Not a dog.
Okay. Thankful it's not a coyote. Coyotes do live here in North Florida. We're new to all this. Going from being on the beach side to up here. There's snakes here, which I'm not excited about. Some are poisonous, which we are learning about that. So we learn how to like avoid them or what to do if they're here. Because I know we saw a snake here over the summer, but it wasn't a poisonous one. It was just a garden snake. And then we saw the shedding of skin of another snake. But we never saw the actual snake in one of the bushes when I was mulching over the summer, and under the bush was like all this snake skin. So I got a little helper here to help me sow some salad. You like salad, Ethan? Yummy. So what do we have here, Ethan? Show everyone.
Let me do it. I do like these or the blackberries.
They're not broccolis, they're salad. You like them?
Uh,
A little bit? So what's here? What's here? What did mommy put here?
tiny seeds.
Tiny seeds. Awesome. And we're gonna put some tiny seeds here, huh? And this one now? You wanna help me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll put it down. So I'll put it down. Right there. Down right here.
Yep. Okay, here, let's do it here. Can you reach?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, not in all one spot. We gotta spread them out.
Down, Joe.
They're all in one spot. Good job, Ethan. Good job. Let mommy spread this out now. All right.
P-E-T's.
You can eat that. That's fennel. It's delicious. Want to eat it? Taste it. Do you like it? What does it taste like?
Vegetable.
Like a vegetable? It's delicious.
And broccoli.
It's not broccoli. It looks a little bit like broccoli, I guess.
Oh, that's soya.
Okay. Now I'm just covering them with some soil. Careful, Ethan. Okay.
I want some. I want to put some.
Just to cover them. And then I'll water them in a little bit later. And I think what makes them work so well is that they have the reservoir right here. And it just keeps them very well hydrated, because I've had the best success growing lettuce. So I'm going to show you guys my seed starting setup here. I have my bag of soil right here. I have my little tiny seed starting trays right here. And then I have a lot of these pots, which I don't know how much I love the little ones, because I find that my starts, if I don't up pot them relatively quickly, they get leggy. So I've had some success up potting them, but I have found that a lot of my seed starts in these little things die. They grow, they get leggy, and then when I transplant them, they're just not strong enough. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Clearly something's wrong, because they shouldn't all be dying when I transplant them. And then I have a bunch of these little pots. I don't know how many inches they are. 19 ounces. I don't know. 4.5 inch. I've collected these from friends and family that I know buy starts. And I was like, hey, if you're not going to be using your little pots, can I have them? Because I can use them to start my seeds. So that's how I'm starting. Another question that I have and that I'm trying to figure out is labeling. I am so tempted. I'm honestly discouraged from labeling, because the sun either bleaches them out or they get so dirty that I can't read them. Like, this has writing on it that I cannot read. So the thing that I am very unsure of is labeling. I have not had great success labeling. I have tried plastic labels with Sharpie, got bleached out by the sun. I have tried this marker on these, and this is what it looks like. There's writing on here with a label. and I cannot read it at all. Cannot make it out. It's just so dirty. And so I've tried wood. I have tried plastic. So I bought this marker on My Gardener's website. I will try to label again. I'm very discouraged from labeling. That's why in my garden right now, nothing's labeled, because this takes some time and effort. And it's very frustrating when you do it and then you still don't know what variety you're growing. It's part of why I started recording, because this is not working. And it's frustrating because I want to know what varieties I'm growing, especially now that I have a bigger garden this year and not just grow bags. I want to know. And because I am growing more varieties of one type of plant, like it's not just a beefsteak tomato this year. Last year I only grew beefsteak tomatoes and one cherry tomato plant, and obviously you know which one's the cherry tomato, right? I mean, they're so different. But this year I have a couple of varieties of cherry tomatoes, I have a couple of varieties of beefsteaks, and then I have some new ones that I'm trying this year. And I want to know what I'm going to be growing and what works, what doesn't work. So if y'all have a better solution for labeling, and preferably one that's reusable. I would love to just, like, I'm actually thinking maybe I have my husband etch these with I don't know what the thing is called, but he can etch in wood. The word's escaping me. A laser, and he can just etch these in for me. Oh guys, look, my fence is coming. My husband's carrying the fence. There he is, carrying the fence so that we can walk into the orchard and the chicken area without having to go all the way around, which has been really annoying. So what I'm going to start first are in these containers, because I have learned that tomatoes, you can plant multiples and then gently pull them apart. So I feel like I can do all my tomatoes in all of these containers today and be done with my tomatoes. So my front porch is my greenhouse right now. I do have a back porch, but it's screened in, and there's just not enough sun in there. By the way, did y'all heart die a little bit when my son dropped the entire package into my thing? This has 1,000 seeds, and I think he dropped like 750 in that one container. Oh man. Well, I'll have a lot of baby lettuces to eat with that. Okay, so let's get working with this. So, can you guess what's the first tomato I'm going to seed start? The one that I've been waiting and waiting to start for so long. Paul Robeson tomato. Oh my goodness. Start indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. Well, according to my calendar, we are 4 weeks before my last frost. It's okay. Late is better than never. And I am so excited to start these seeds. Germination temperature, you need 70 to 90 degrees, which we are having 70-degree days. We are having some 50-degree nights. Today's kind of cold, actually. So I'm going to do like 4 in here. Perfect. Exactly 4 came out. All right. Perfect. We got 4 of those going. You know how happy I am to have my hands in soil again? And I'm so thankful that I live in Florida where my growing season starts so early. And I hope those of you who live, like my friends that live in Michigan and Minnesota, I hope that you can live vicariously through me. Because I know y'all are still covered in snow. All right, now hopefully this marker and this wood thing carry me through the season. All right, Paul Robeson, tomato. Yay, we've started our first seeds for the season. The chickens are fighting. It's like I have kids and I have chickens. They all fight. I really wanted to start seeds weeks ago, but it just did not work out. Did not. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna start next? Should I do another round of Paul Robeson? Are 4 plants not enough? I think I'll do 4 more. Oh, we actually had more than 4 come out this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm gonna put some in the other pot now. The other Paul Robeson pot. And that was something that I learned from Jess at Roots and Refuge, that you can actually split apart tomatoes. And then when you buy plant starts, which I've done this, I did this last year when I bought plant starts, you can buy the ones that have multiple plants in it. And it's like getting 2 for 1. All right. All right, this one's done. Let's make another label. So I think we planted like 10. And hopefully they all germinate. The next one that I really am excited to plant, where is it? This one. Dr. Witchy's yellow tomato. Start indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. I'm excited. I love yellow tomatoes. If I do see them in my grocery store, I usually buy them. I love all things yellow. I'm most excited to make tomato sandwiches. It's so funny. When I first started following homesteaders and gardeners, and I heard them talking about tomato sandwiches, it was so interesting to me because I'm Polish, and Polish people eat tomato sandwiches. It's like a thing that you would have, like fresh bread, butter, tomatoes. Mayonnaise is like an American thing. Like, I don't think I could, unless it's a BLT, I always use butter. And then I found out, then I started eating grass-fed, grass-finished butter about 10 years ago. And you're like, oh my goodness, this is so good. It's even better than commercial butter, but both are good. And I grew up eating that. So when I heard other homesteaders talking about tomato sandwiches, kind of made me feel at home, you know, being first generation American, where like I didn't grow up eating peanut butter and jelly, or like even like ham and cheese sandwiches. Like we ate the stinky Eastern European cold cuts, salami, and things like that. Not the what I thought was like cool American cold cuts that didn't smell, and like that yellow cheese that I like. All my friends ate yellow cheese on their sandwich, and I'm like, wow, your cheese is really yellow. We ate like Havarti cheese. I don't even know the names in English of some of the cheeses I grew up eating. I just know the names in Polish, and it was very comforting when I found other people that eat tomato sandwiches, except mine's are with butter. So if you've never had it with butter, I highly recommend it. And you get a slice of like really good prosciutto or like good salami. Oh man, it's heaven. And actually, my favorite sandwich of all is butter, good bread, butter, tomato, cucumber, a little bit of finishing salt on top. Sometimes I'll even put some dill and put that into a sandwich. Amazing. Amazing. You will thank me. Try it with good butter. With good butter. It's one of the best things. Dr. White cheese? Witchies? Dr. Witchies tomato. All right. So we got 4 of those. I was considering selling some of these exotic plant starts, because I have met a few people here, and I think they would appreciate plant starts, especially. I think they would appreciate plant starts, especially some exotic ones. But we're gonna do one more, because I have to go and cook dinner for my family. I'm happy I got my goal is to get lettuce planted, some more lettuce, and my top 4 tomatoes. See, you don't have to do everything all at once. The perfectionist in me would be like, wait for the day that you can do all of them. Well, that's why I'm behind now, because that day never came. But I can do my 4 favorites. So this is my 4th favorite that I'm excited to try that I've never had, is their champagne bubbles. I heard these are amazing. They're indeterminate, and they will require trellising, disease resistant, and heat tolerant. So that's good for Florida. And I am so excited to try these. And I heard and my gardener sold out of them, so I'm happy I bought them when I did. Because I don't know if you guys, those of you who watched my last video, maybe you remember me saying that I'm on a search for this yellow tomato that I had about 13 years ago. That I'm a foodie and I'm a cook. It's like my passion. So when something etches a memory in my head, it's very hard for me to let it go until I recreate it. And that yellow tomato was incredible. So I'm on the search of finding that sweet, delicious, incredible yellow tomato. And I'm so excited to plant different varieties and try them out. Champagne bubbles. And only 10 seeds came in this packet. I wonder if I should plant all of them. I bet you I could sell these as starts. Should I plant one more? Should I plant all of them? I think I am. I think I am. Oh my gosh, I was about to scream. I thought there was a frog in my soil. Oh man, that scared me. But it just looks like a piece of mulch. Let's plant all of these. No sense of saving seeds. Oh, looks like there was more than 10. Because I definitely did 4 in the other one. Let's see. How many do we have in here? Well, let's move some over here. And by the time these are big enough to transplant, it'll be warm here. It'll be, you know, we only have 3 weeks left, 4 weeks left before our last frost. And I was checking the temperatures, and it's already looking like it's gonna be hot, hot next week. My dad, who lives down south, told me like it's already 85 and above by him every day. Like, he's like, spring is here. For him, his last frost date has passed already. They do have a frost date where he lives in Central Florida. And I think it's this week. So, all right. Is that a seed? Let me add some more soil. All right, so we got my 4 most anticipated seeds planted. And we don't have a farmer's market here where I live or anything, so when I say I might sell them, most likely we'll share them, give them away with some friends who want to grow some. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with 10 cherry tomato plants. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe we're a family of 5. Everyone gets 2 plants to snack on. I don't know how prolific these are. All right. There we have it. Those are done. My tomatoes that I'm most excited about are started. And that makes me feel really good. Makes me feel really, really good. So I have so many more tomatoes that I wanted to start, but that day isn't today. And then I have some flowers. So I narrowed down my list of flowers to the sunflower, the autumn beauty, the lemon queen, the yellow aster, Isabella zinnia, the salmon zinnia, and dahlia mix, giant mix. These are the ones that I'm starting with, because as y'all saw in my last seed haul video, kind of went a little nuts and bought way more seeds than I can ever plant this year. As much as I want to plant everything, we have to be realistic. And I think I'm going to plant marigolds too. I had pulled this out. Because I think that they keep insects away. And I heard that if you plant marigolds next to your tomatoes, that you won't get the hornworms on your tomatoes. My friend did that here in Florida last season, and she said she didn't lose any tomato plants. And I did get a hornworm on one of my tomato plants. So, you know what? Let's start that. Let's start these now. Since I started the tomatoes, let's at least get some marigolds started so that I can have those ready to plant around my tomato beds. My sister got me this pink shovel last year when I told her I'm a gardener now. She got that, I think it was for my birthday. Or was it just an I love you gift? Possibly. Cracker Jack mix marigold. I'm just gonna put marigold. Or should I put I'll put the variety. Cracker Jack mix marigolds. Now marigolds, I don't know if you're allowed to like sow multiple seeds at once. I don't know. Is it one seed per container? Can I pull them apart? I will plant. Oh, these seeds are pretty. I think it's amazing how different seeds look. Like, oh my gosh, look how different these are. I've never seen a seed like this. I'm gonna show you guys. How cool is that? Wow, that's so pretty. I'm gonna do 4. 4 is my favorite number. It's better than 2. And I like pairs, so, and 4 is better than just 2. All right. Let's cover them. Oh man, these are so cool. I have never seen a seed that looks like that before. Okay. All right, so we got a lot done. Got our tomatoes done, and we got some flowers going. And now I gotta go cook dinner. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and starting some seeds. Not just some seeds, but these are the seeds that I have been dreaming about planting and growing for a year and a half. Like, I'm so excited to grow these, and thank you for coming along. And if you like hanging out with me, I really appreciate it. And hit subscribe, like, comment. I love hearing from you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.